Stoffer saying that he could see contracts for all three of Podkolzin, McDavid, and Walman coming before the end of August. Stan Bowman was asked about the McDavid stuff, and he basically said he feels great about it. No, he's not sweating. If Stan's not sweating, why should we sweat? The deal's coming. So let's get to our Sherwood Ford Giant question for the day, brought to you by Sherwood Ford the Giant. Yeah, who would have guessed? And the Nation Valet Service. Never visit the dealership again for your routine car maintenance. Sherwood Ford Giant question. Predict the extension for all three of these.
Okay, so McDavid.
I've done a little bit of research.
I did a little bit too. Just a 10. McDavid, I think, will be like 16.5.
16.5? How many years?
Do you want me to guess? Damn it. 5. I'm just going to guess 5.
By 16 points.
I don't really want to guess the years because I hope I'm wrong.
I know. I honestly still kind of want to say 8.
I want to say 8 too, but when there's smoke, there's fire. There's a lot of smoke around a 5-year deal, 4 or 5-year deal, which again, doesn't matter. He's here. It just means he's trying to get more money.
Yeah. So
LeBron James, every single year, is on a 1-year deal for the past 10 years.
But he's a diva.
He is a diva.
But he gets paid.
He gets paid to be a diva.
McDavid, if he were to sign a 4-year deal, that would cover his age 29, 30, 31, and 32 seasons. So he'd be a UFA again at 33 when he could hypothetically sign a 7-year deal that would bring him to age 40. So a 4-year deal would give him a chance to kind of double dip and get another big contract in 4 years. So I see the logic behind it. The only thing I don't understand is when people are like, he's doing it to keep the pressure on the Oilers. No, if the Oilers suck for back-to-back seasons at any point in a McDavid contract, he walks into Stan's office, trade me. I will go to here, or here. Mm-hmm. Great. I also believe Connor McDavid doesn't like the noise around him. So that's why I still think there might be an 8-year deal, because he might just sit there and say, how about we never have to talk about this again? And when I'm 36, I'll sign one more 5-year deal at $20 million a year because the cap will be $150 million and we're good to go.
I agree with you on that. Keeping the Oilers under pressure. What you said there,
It's
if
silly.
he wanted to do that, it'd be like a 2-year deal.
If you wanted to do that,
it really would be. It'd be 1 year at a time.
Yeah.
And I just don't think he operates like that. I think he does want a bit of security on things. Again, we talk about it so much when it initially happened, but his press conference, there was so many quotes taken out of context, I thought, in that.
Well, and people who wanted to make something out of nothing for the sake of clicks.
Totally. So I think that's I think 4 or 5 years is a decent deal. Jake Walman, let's move on to him. He was the other player, right? So he's currently 29, $3.4 million for this next year. This is a great time to sign Jake Walman because I think he's going to have a career year with the Oilers.
Yeah.
So if they can get that done by the season. 29, I'm going to say, $6.5 million for 4 years.
Wow, that's
Okay. I think that'd be great. If they can get him anywhere around there, even close to $7 million is fine for me. I think he's a legit can be a top pairing defenseman for that duration of it. I think he's got that potential.
So one of the comparables I saw for him was Neil Pionk in terms of general value. They're different players.
Pionk.
But Pionk got a 7x7 with the Jets, or sorry, a 6x7 with his 6x7. No, $7 million.
Was it?
Yeah, he's dead even $7 million. I think 6.5 was when you and I did our fake roster one day, and we signed him for 6 by 6.5. I agree with you that Walman will be in the $6 million range. I don't think he's as good as Neil Pionk, and I don't as good of a pure defender as Pionk. But I would do my prediction for Walman. Oh, I didn't give my McDavid prediction either.
Oh,
I'm going to say he goes 5 by 17.
I believe 16.5 would give him same team percentage
of
the cap this time. From my math.
Walman, I will say, actually gets a 6-year deal, and it's 6.25. 6 by 6.25.
I think that would be awesome.
Be a great contract.
I think for a guy like him, too, although he's 29, he's only played in the league for 4 years. He's not made a ton of money. Let's have a quick look here as we got it up. His career earnings can't be that high at all. I think he's had one contract outside of his ELC.
Yeah, no, his career earnings are $10 million. So, that's why I'm really intrigued at the idea of an 8-year deal for Jake Walman. Because it's the last summer you can do it. And if you went to him and said 8 by 5.5, does Jake Walman not just sit there and be like, holy shit, that's a lot of money?
Or does he sit there in the opposite and be like, money's going up so much. I've made so little. If I sign a 4-year deal and have some really good times here, get my bag when I'm 32, 33, however old that would be.
So yeah, it would be,
33,
a
sorry.
4-year deal would kick in for his age 30 season. So then he'd be 34.
That's right. It's a 1 year.
He's got 1 more year. So like if you were to sign
He's
him
a very interesting case. He's a tough one to kind of navigate around. I think anywhere between 6.5 and 7 is an unreal deal.
Yeah. The other thing too, like with the term limits changing, if he were to sign something and then go to free agency, the longest deal he could get at that point, if he were to go to unrestricted free agency, the longest deal he can now get with another team is only 6 years.
That's true.
So like if another team is budgeting, we did this all not that long ago, but like if another team is, I'll pull out a calculator. We'll do it all again.
Here we go.
If a team can offer him 6 years, and let's say they go all the way to $7 million a season for him, right? And pay basically the Pionk deal, that's $42 million. We'll take 42 divided by 8, 5.25. 8 by 5.5 for Jake Walman puts more money in his pockets at the end of the day. Gives the Oilers a chance to have a bargain contract for the front half of it. Like I'm not saying Jake Walman at 38 years old is going to be great.
Totally.
But like cross that bridge later, get the value contract for the next 4 or 5 seasons when I do think he'll be really good and probably, quite honestly, grossly outperform it. So, yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting idea of going long-term with him. Vasily Podkolzin is the last guy. The idea, similar to Walman, of like trying to get ahead of any sort of big bump contract year, because you, in your mind, like if the Oilers as an organization are sitting there going like, he's going to play with Dry again because they like playing with each other. Leon likes him, whatever. And we think we're going to unlock some scoring. He might be worth a lot at the end of the season. If he's a good penalty killer, hard-nosed, all that stuff, plays physical and pops, let's go real blue sky, and pops 20 goals, you are paying dearly for that. Bobuchet just gave the Jays the lead. Let's fucking go.
Shut up, blue sky.
You need to get ahead of that deal. Someone threw out the Maxim Tisplakov deal from the Islanders.
Isn't it Siplakov? I believe the T is silent.
Siplakov?
That guy.
That guy, the Russian from the Islanders. 2 by 2.25 is what he got. Walked him right to unrestricted free agency. If I was the Oilers, I would maybe look at Podkolzin and try to get a 3rd year on it. That would be tempting to me.
Well,
Siplakov last year, nailed it that time. Let's go. Scored 10 goals. And he got that contract.
was it 2.4?
2.25 for 2 years. Walks him right to UFA years. Podkolzin, if you were to sign a 2-year deal, would also walk him right to UFA years. I would maybe try to go to him and be like, we want to buy 1 UFA year off you. Let's do 3 by 2.35. Again, a guy who hasn't made a lot of money.
No, definitely not. Podkolzin's agent is Craig Auster. You ever heard of old Craig?
I think it's pronounced Auster.
Craig Auster.
Heard it both ways.
Craig Auster. Here's some of the players he represents and have contracts signed recently.
Yep.
The list is fascinating. Ben Sherratt.
He did a good job on that. Attaboy, Craig.
475. John Klingberg. $4 million 1 year, San Jose. Ilya Labushkin. 325.
Call him the big Boosh.
The Boosh bomb. Keegan Colasar. Kalle Jankro. Eric Gustafsson. All those players make more than $2 million. Matt Dumba, another hit there. This guy seems to be a pretty stingy negotiator. Those guys are getting paid a lot. The difference is Podkolzin's actually good.
Yeah, well, like, we got a comment here from Naranamak. You're re-signing a lot of guys who haven't got the job done. Maybe try some other guys.
They just did.
Well, that. Also, who... McDavid's not getting the job done? He got the job. He gets the job done.
Jake Walman was another player that was injured in the playoffs.
And best defenseman in the final.
Yeah. Podkolzin scored in Game 6.
2 goals in the Cup final. Scored a big one.
Did.
Also only 24 years old.
Yeah, I just don't really know what you want him to do, Naramac. He also said we were the ones making a noise when we were talking about McDavid getting a short-term deal.
Except every insider.
We are pro McDavid 8-year deal.
I've been actually the only one who's gone out and been like actively like, no, it makes sense for him to go 8 and like get a bunch of money guaranteed. But anywho,
but Podkolzin,
what's your guess?
I'll say 2.3 for 2 years, which I think could be an unbelievable deal. And someone also asked in there too. Sorry, I think it was Flex.
Yeah.
They asked earlier
Frederick-esque
on.
deal?
No.
Oh.
They asked about if we're signing Walman to this deal, like who's leaving the team. Well, Ekholm and Kulak are both UFAs at the end of this season.
Probably not bringing them both back.
Probably not bringing them both back. Or Ekholm's not making $6 million.
No, he shouldn't be.
So you're probably able to get Ekholm on a shorter term deal. Let's not forget he's 35.
Depending on the kind of year he has, Brett Kulak might just price himself out of here.
100%.
Like he might get a 4x. He'll be 32 in unrestricted free agency. He might get like a 4x4 offer from
and
someone.
good for him. He's been a fantastic
And
player
it's
for the
probably
Oilers.
going to be from Ken Holland.
Yes, it probably will be. But yeah, like one of those two guys I would assume doesn't come back. And I mean, hey, like this is just my own speculation, but if Ekholm's injury was as bad as like reported or like we found out too, and like obviously he's playing the playoffs, like I would not be that surprised if it's his last season. We'll see.
We'll see.
I hope not. I love
If they win the
Ekholm,
cup, I could see it.
totally, 100%.
What's up, Nation citizens? If you like that video, then you need to be subscribed to the Oilers Nation YouTube. Podcasts, live shows, exclusive interviews, and analysis. Everything you need from your favorite voices at Oilers Nation. And you don't want to miss any of it, so hammer that subscribe button.